What's up, folks? Here we go again. So, yeah, it's been a while, huh? I'm gonna play some Cyberpunk because apparently the new PS5, Xbox Series X next-gen patches came out. I just kind of want to see, starting from scratch, how fast the game starts and how good it looks, right? Because that's kind of the whole thing about next-gen. Yeah, let's jump in from scratch. Let's see what happens. I don't plan to waste too much of your all's time. Expansion context of pod, we like to ask your permission to collect it. Analytics? Nah, I'm cool. I'd say continue, but I don't remember how many hours I put into. I've got this on this and then Stadia and on PC. I don't remember where I left off on what. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start new. Let's just kind of get an idea for the settings here and see what they are. All right, so yeah, they actually don't. Let me actually see. Yeah, I am on 1.5. 1.5 is the new patch. So that is one that enables next gen version. Just wanted to see if there are any settings in the menu here for, okay, there it is. It's in video for whatever reason. Have HDR off because it causes some weird issues. Graphics mode is performance mode, ensures smooth gameplay at 4K 60. Ray tracing provides photorealistic 30 FPS at 4K. Yeah, let's do 60 at 4K. That's always the best. Zany, what's up, my man? I'm just gonna jump into some Cyberpunk here, and there's a new patch out, so that's kind of why I wanted to just kind of jump in. And I'm starting from scratch, so we're gonna do the whole create a character. You might want to cover your eyes, son, because this shit gets nuts. And it just immediately throws you into the character creator, which I kind of respect. It's kind of cool. But that's some Cyberpunk for you. Some CD Projekt Red. Oh yeah, no, I could imagine, man. I'm just being the big goof. So anyway, as is always the case, whenever I get a choice, I always choose a female character. If I'm gonna be staring at a character, might as well be a lady. I've used Discord for years, so yeah. And then, you know, you've got your Reddits, your 4chans, your 2chans, all that kind of crap, right?
I'm V.
I'm V.
Yeah, so I don't really spend too much time actually doing this kind of stuff. The character I created in all the games I usually kind of tend to take. When you start kind of customizing a lot of this stuff here, the one thing I do take away is, let's see, where is this? I do take away those kind of digital, or not digital, but what do you call them? Those scars on the face that are like the cyberpunky thing, right? So I think it's facial scars. No, those are straight up the scars. Is it cyberware? There we go. Yeah. Just something about that look. Yeah, you got it, man. So have you played this, Sadie? Have you played Cyberpunk? I always find it funny because, like, you know, okay, nope. So I grew up, you know, when Mortal Kombat was apparently a thing you shouldn't be playing. By you, I mean you, like me, like people in general. Well, yeah, so it was, I'm not going to defend it now. I don't know if it is or not. Like, apparently, I haven't played it since launch. Apparently, at launch, it was buggy as hell. I started on the Stadia version, which wasn't, like, too bad. I mean, I didn't really get too far into it to where I was, like, really worried about where my save file was or anything. So, if anything kind of bugged out, it was buggy, like, I posted a video, I think, of like where I stopped, but my motorcycle kept going. So I was just kind of still in the position of like, you know, sitting on the bike, even though I did the animation of getting off it, but the bike kept going. Yeah, visual bugs, all sorts of stuff for sure, man. Yeah, so that's kind of the thing is I think it's like if it were last gen, it was even worse. So like if you had the Series X actually, maybe even the S held up a little, but the Series X and the PS5 definitely had their issues for sure. If you're not into this, dude, I don't know if you are, but if you're into like that kind of stuff, like breakdown of graphics or whatever, I would highly recommend a channel on YouTube called Digital Foundry. I actually learned a lot of my, not necessarily like direct game dev stuff, but just the idea of like how transparencies affect what do you call it, frame rates and all that kind of stuff, just by watching those things. And so when you go into game dev, you think of that stuff in the back of your head, you know, like, oh shit, well, I'm using too many objects with transparency or whatever. And again, that goes to show like all the things I learned from watching things like that, like realistic real-time stuff, as opposed to anything I learned like at Full Sail or whatever. So yeah, 100%. Yeah, so honestly, that character's not too bad. Usually, like I said, I'll mess around somehow a bit with like mouse features, face features or whatever, but whatever, man. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't plan on playing too much of this. Need ALK incoming. Oh, right. So this is where I do my traits. So I think body determines your raw physical power in addition to allowing you to force open doors. Each level of body starting at 3. Okay, yeah. So I definitely always want to add some health to my character. The cyber deck, I can't remember if I ever really hacked stuff. It's been a while since I played it. Like I say, I played, yeah, right. Doing this thing with the mouse features. So technical, it allows you to unlock doors and use tech weapons. Sure. And then let's do body again. There was also this kind of thing that was kind of neat with this where, oh, actually, you know what? I am going to go back and do something real quick, which is something that is real dumb. Yeah, because you got to keep it real, right? There it is. All right, yeah. Anyway. So, yeah, I kept my points, right? 665. Right, perfect. No, not really. That involves like actual, what do you call it? Penetration or something. I don't know. I don't know what the hell the stupid rules are, but it's in the fucking video game. So, anyway. Yeah, do I not? Okay. I couldn't remember if you have to come up with a whole name for them and backstory and stuff like that. Because I know, well, actually, I don't think it was The Witcher, but there's a lot of these types of games. Yeah, you can customize so much, but honestly, I don't even know, like, too late, man. But yeah, like, I don't even really know why there's so much customization. Like, none of that stuff really affects anything that I noticed in my, 6 to 8 hours of what I played in the game. So again, this is the next gen patch. vMix has been a little weird lately, so it might be a little framey, more so than it really is. But if it is in here, I will point that out. Like right now, the aliasing on her hair is actually pretty bad. But that frame rate is a lot better than it was before.
Electric coupling module.
Said it was nothing serious when I
And
came
because
in.
I usually
were
don't
sure.
care much about story and stuff like that, I am going to skip through a lot of this. Because I just kind of want to get to the action and how it feels and see if the frame rate, having it be a lot more stable, helps a lot with that. So a lot of this stuff I'm not even going to bother reading. I'm just going to go based on like gut feeling what I remember answering. Also, let me know if the audio sounds fine. Check engine step aside.
That's fine. Step aside.
What? Got any idea what to do?
Nice. Speed run, yeah, no. Not really. Alright, so
I'm gonna bypass the coupling and rig a hot wire.
there was something where I remember
Could seize up.
when I first started playing this, I was paying too much attention to which of these audio or which of these dialogue options I chose, and I realized that when the blue option is there, that's kind of more like story building stuff. Like you can just kind of, you know, go through them to get more of the story. If you just want to get through the dialogue, just choose the yellow option.
Did anyone ask your opinion?
Also, the side effect for me personally of having a frame rate be at 60 is sometimes it gives you motion sickness.
It's like I was telling you.
It all depends on how the camera is actually handled. Like there's a game that one of my buddies likes playing called
Give me a
Dying
Night
Light,
City. I'll figure something else
where
out there.
the frame rate's a little. Yeah, let's just go through here. But the way it handles the camera is just, there's so much movement to it.
Not liable to hear much.
You don't say.
Kind of like this real subtle kind of like swimminess to the camera.
You had a customer? Rolled in a few hours past. I thought she'd at least called into you. Don't you sweat it, Mike. We're gonna hash it out. Don't you know you owe the sheriff a word when you pay his town a visit? To tell him what's brought you here. Maybe even over a cup of coffee.
My mistake. I hadn't planned on stopping. A failed coupling forced my hand.
The voice acting in this is actually kind of really bad.
Name's Andrew Jones. Probably heard of me.
So like that, I don't know
I can't say that I
what
have.
would actually happen if I kind of did that, but
War. Silver Shoguns? Ring any bells?
I can't say that it does.
Don't like to get along, do ya? That a Nomad vehicle? Might have expected that.
I'll just fix it up and go. I've no reason to linger.
No, you sure shit don't. Nothing boils my blood like a fucking stray. Where'd your clan pitch camp?
There's no clan. There's no camp. I'm here alone.
Ain't buying it. Nomads always stick to their packs.
My family's in pieces. That's why I'm headed for Night City.
it's kind of one of those things where it makes you think where they recorded the.
Sure as hell hope you'll be on your way before
They didn't
long.
record this together.
I saw a broadcasting comms tower on my way in. My antenna's down and I need to radio someone.
Because you can see that
What you
there's no
need is
kind
to
of
hightail it
reaction
out
to
of
each
here
other.
without an
Her
report.
lines are delivered like
Ain't
super
got
flat.
no mind to see you drifting around these parts. Got it?
I've made it clear. I don't want any trouble.
Then stop looking for it and hit the road quick.
Oh, okay. So this is another thing. They added the They added the what do they call these fucking triggers on the DualSense to this next gen patch? Yeah, let's turn around. I can't remember the actual technical name for it, but yeah. Wow, even just driving around like this feels a lot more responsive than it did before. I remember that because I was constantly doing this kind of thing. The car's a little swimmy, of course, but even just that itself feels dramatically smoother. No, there's adaptive triggers. That's what it's called. Adaptive. Because they kind of, I don't know what the thing was. It's like they adapt to things. So like in certain games, you can pull the trigger and say, for example, if you're using like a bow and arrow, you'll feel the resistance on these. I don't know if you've actually had a chance to try a DualSense controller, man, but they are really, they're really cool in that sense. There's no real kind of like, there's no real reason to do anything special on them that you're kind of not going to be able to do. Like, I mean, again, it's also one of those, yeah. So like, as you pull the trigger, there's resistance on it, so it feels like you're clicking something. Again, a good use of them, but again, not something that is really, I don't know how else to put it, but in Returnal, which is a PS5 exclusive for the time being anyway, right? If you hold the left trigger, normally, you know, that's kind of like aim down sights type thing. In Returnal, when you pull the trigger, it actually stops halfway because of the resistance, and that's your normal like aim down sights. But then as you pull it down all the way, like when it pops, that's like your secondary like alt fire, which is really, really fucking cool. Some games, I think it's like Deathloop, support the DualSense on PC natively. So like if you kind of want to get an idea of what that is, but then you'd have to play Deathloop. So it's kind of like.
Fee. Wish I could say the same.
Why can't you?
You abandoned the clan. I can't help you anymore.
Never knew you to be so cautious.
Try loyal. Rules are rules. The system won't work without him. It can't. Nomads get the work in these parts because it's nomad turf. Wouldn't be a problem if you're still a backer. You should have stuck with them. Joined up with the Snake Nation like the rest.
The Snake Nation,
yeah, pretty
can
much.
kiss my ass.
Click spots. Yeah, click spots, I guess you could say. I don't know exactly, like, I haven't dug into the actual documentation for how to implement them.
I have to find the client
so
with
I don't know exactly, like, how much you can do, but it's pretty much the whole range of the thing. I just don't know how to apply, like, how much of it,
my car gave out. The electric coupling, it's a miracle I made it here. Maybe the client
like, if you just think about it in terms of, like, ADHD, trying to think of a way to do that is kind of cool, but for me personally, like, putting all that work to try and make that kind of cool, and then that feature is not on the Xbox or on the Switch, that's a lot of time spent on something that
he's waiting on a farm.
Nobody but PlayStation people can use it. And I always thought that would be a cool thing to do, but then when you actually realize the work that needs to be done to do it, it's kind of intense. All right. Actually, I think there's something over here. Or like a box or something. No, yeah. I'm overthinking it. So this is one of those games where I thought using keyboard and mouse would actually make the shooting a little better. But because of the way these games are made and they're like RPG-like in that sense, your aiming is actually dependent on a bunch of different attributes to your character. So you can hold your mouse and just leave it there and aim, and it's still kind of doing this thing of like floating around. So while I thought that would lend to being a little more accurate in some of these firefights, I'm just exploring for the hell of it. It didn't actually work out that way. Are you serious? Come on, man. Every time I've started this game too, I always go with the Nomad. I've never done the other two classes, which I should have done. Well, yeah, again, right, that's fucking cool. Like, there's definitely a lot of stuff I could think of to do. But then, like I said, it just kind of defeats the purpose, because then you don't have... See, like, right now, pulling on this... Like, there's some resistance there in the gas, which is kind of cool. It does make a difference when you kind of jump from a controller like this to, like, the Xbox controller or whatever. Looks good so far, though, in the sense of like a steady frame rate, even though I haven't really done much. It's really when you get to like the big battles, like the excuse me, the gun battles, when you start to drop frame rate real bad. Yeah, but this car's actually real swimmy. Might even already be damaged, unless it's slowing me down just for the sake of the cutscene stuff.
Oh, I was worried I'd have to turn to farming. Yeah, sure hope you're here for me.
See, and there's so much stuff like that just scattered around in the world to pick up.
Jackie.
And that's why a lot of these games I tend not to. I tend not to get into them because there's just so much to do. It's real easy to get lost.
Kind of like a custom, or just good manners, you know.
You're a man of
Sure,
principle.
jump.
You need a backbone, chica. At least you'll have that.
Also,
left
this
when they're
guy's
taking
over the
everything
top
else.
Mexican or Hispanic accent character thing is a little much at times.
NC native right here. Got Haywood in my blood.
I've never been to NC. That doesn't mean much to me.
So, imagine a place where everyone's like your bro or sis. Or a distant...
Yeah, let's go ahead and skip these.
The cargo.
Let's load it.
Oh, well. Started thinking you might not come.
I got held up. And you weren't exactly easy to find.
I decided to lay low, you know? The sheriff looked like one grouchy motherfucker.
Yep.
What a fat ass.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, quality is subjective, right? Like, some people might just really dig what's there. For me, it's just the time sink of like spending so much time, like this kind of stuff of like driving places. It's like GTA is what really got me on this, and I stopped playing those type of games just because it's like so much time spent doing this, and it's really just to kind of give you exposition.
Listen, friend, we're both professionals, ain't we?
And I mean, yeah, sure, but it's like, how much time am I spending just kind of doing this, going back and forth, right? Again, if you're into this, fine, cool. It's just, it takes a lot for me to get into a game like this. Especially when I got millions of things to do.
What now?
Nothing. They'll scan us and check our papers.
For example, Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon Forbidden West comes out this weekend. I really wanted to pick it up and give it a shot, but from what I've read, it's also just another one of those type of games. Like, I played a bit of the first one, but I didn't get super into it because of that kind of stuff. Like, it just took forever to feel like you were actually doing anything. Yeah, racing's cool. I mean, it's you know, like Horizon. I didn't mean that Horizon. I didn't mean Forza Horizon. I meant Horizon Forbidden West, which is a action adventure game.
Hand me the manifest. They'll need to see it.
Grab these.
Let me see. Ah, it's marked LOA. Perfect.
So let me see if I can remember
Lost on
this
arrival. Means the
like
cargo was
sequence
flagged
of
as
events
to be
here,
lost
because
as soon as it crossed the border.
what I was able to do, I was able to get away with
Oh, they're
with
about
what
to
we're
find
doing
out.
here to get in the city without too much penalty.
The
So
owner
let's
of the
let's
vehicle in
see.
the inspection area will report for further questioning.
Chingada madre. What now?
Relax. It's all in line with procedures. It's all part of the plan.
I think I remember bribing him.
Hey, guess
I
you
think
know
I
what you're
think
doing,
I
huh?
had to.
If we
yeah,
want
I guess
the customs
it's
officer
a
to
yellow
turn a blind eye
option,
to
so.
our dubious docks, we'll need a sweetener.
We're about to
You have
find
the
out.
credit chip with the bribe?
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
So there's this cool part a little later too when you
forgot.
start to like it does this thing almost immediately after this bit,
Keep
I
the
think,
engine running.
where
Cock up.
it goes into
that.
like a real quick kind of like future thing of like just showing how you and Jackie got to be good friends or whatever, and it skips through a lot of it in a cutscene style. But then you get to this point where
Proceed to come.
you kind of get taught the mechanics of the game, and they pull it off really well. I thought it was pretty cool because they just kind of give you a chip that you put in your head, and you do all the training that way, which is pretty rad. I thought the way they pulled that off was cool because it didn't feel like it wasted too much of your time trying to get you through a tutorial, and it's kind of like you could totally skip it if you want, or you could take it, and I thought they did that pretty well. That was pretty cool.
Please sit. Papers.
I know the rules. Everything's there.
It might be, it might not be. We'll see. What are you transporting?
It's all in there.
Everything?
If anything's wrong, just
Yeah,
say
see,
so.
like right there,
I'm sure we can figure it out.
you have
I
to
haven't
choose
said
that
anything.
option eventually.
The question is, should I expect to find anything out of order?
So like it just kind of makes you think like
There's
all
one
this
additional
extra
enclosure to the manifest.
recording of all these different dialogue options is just kind of like,
Ah, yes. Remind me, you drive for which nomad clan?
None. No clan. I drive for myself.
Bold. And none too wise. You know, whenever I see someone like you, I'm oh so grateful not to be on that side of the table.
The feeling's mutual.
Go on now. Your associate's waiting for you in the car. Don't forget to take your personal items.
I feel like even with these stereo headsets, like the 3D audio is actually pretty good.
welcome to
I don't know
Night
if it
City.
comes across in the stream at all,
Those
but
little shits imagine Night City is some kind of paradise.
What can you do? Young, naive, which is just a euphemism for ignorant.
the PlayStation does 3D audio really good, or the PS5 specifically.
What happened in there?
I'll tell you soon. We need to get out of here.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, right, yeah. So we get out here, and then someone chases us. So we get a little action here. And it's a good thing Jackie's the one taking over, because driving these fucking cars is Jesus. Oh, man, no need to apologize. I'm just blabbering.
You gonna tell me what happened back there?
Which is why I always
Let's say
ask like
I
what the
have
audio
bad
sounds like, because
feelings.
sometimes it's best to just hear the game.
Happened a lot to you.
And then me just mumbling under.
Rarely.
Smelling trouble around the bend?
Drive,
Here we
Jackie,
go.
just drive.
Here we go.
Someone's coming our way. This does not look good.
Stop your vehicle immediately.
Let's get out of here.
On it.
You are transporting contraband that is corporate property. I repeat, stop the car.
So yeah, draw weapon, holster weapon, return to seat, double tap. Okay, let's do this. See, it's moments like this that I was talking about with keyboard and mouse, but there's just so much movement in the vehicle and the camera and stuff that it actually doesn't really help much. And the game's meant for you to be not very accurate with stuff. Like, you can shoot out the tires, I think, is what I've done before, and they just kind of flip over you all Matrix style.
Put them lead. We'll get you. ¡Sigan a su madre!
I've always liked that little addition to the UI where when you take someone out, you get that kind of Call of Duty, like, separate style crosshair compared to the standard one.
Moving. Ah, those pendejos are stubborn.
Yeah, the hit marker, like when you're shooting something and it shows that you've hit something. Then when you actually kill the person, it's a square that spreads out instead of just the little crosshair.
Stop here. Need to sort out a few things before we go on.
Okay, so this is where we get the cutscene for the background.
They almost tagged our asses. That what you call smuggling? Gado! Was supposed to go smooth. No problems.
If you think this is my fault, at least have the balls to say so.
I don't know yet.
Orders. He took a. I gotta ask you the same question. Will you keep whining, or will we put a bow on this thing?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a bit light. Can't pay you now. I have something for you once I collect my scrap for this corpo crap we're carrying.
Oh, and you just figured I would sit by patiently?
Actually, I wasn't gonna pay you at all. It's just gonna bust ass and disappear as soon as we crossed over, but you're all right.
I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, thanks.
So what's next?
Now we take a peek inside. Open it.
I don't know if your client's gonna be happy getting an open package. Usually means trouble.
Fuck the client. You gotta start working for yourself sometime. No commission, no middleman. And I need to know what I'm selling if I'm gonna try to find a new buyer.
Yeah, I guess it just always directs you to it.
Says Arasaka on the crate. We are robbing some heavy hitters.
And maybe we'll make some heavy money. Oh, mames. A real iguana. A, lesser Antillean, I think.
Lesser Antil what?
Yeah, I watched a thing on TV about them. Went extinct like 30 years ago. They're from the Lesser Antilles. You come a long way, my scaly friend.
Think you can make some money on it?
Sure. Think it'll make us happy.
Us?
Yeah, partner. We'll go halfsies. Any decent fixer will find a loaded gonk interested in a rare gem like this. It's kind of a shame, though. I always wanted a pet. Got the name Manny all thought out. Hey, by the way, You, got any plans for what you'll be doing in Night City?
Why do you ask?
Because I got this feeling you got a lot of time and nothing to spend it on. And NC ain't a city that lets you get by without buddies.
Selling iguanas, that's what they do.
But don't you worry. Let me help you find digs. You gotta live somewhere. It's important to have people you can turn to. You know, like, family. Maybe you'll find your own down in Night City.
Iguana.
Thanks, much appreciated.
Hey, come on. It's nothing. We got chemistry, you and me. Be a crying shame to waste it. Partner.
Hey.
Aw, cuddly little fucker.
You know what, Jackie? You're not all bad yourself.
Iguas.
You don't mean that, chica.
Okay, partner. Time to grab the lizard and scurry out of here.
Hello there.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Stanley here with you, and we got another day ahead of us in this city of dreams. Ooh, I love this town. Love it like you might love a mother who popped you out on the steps of an orphanage once and now stops you to ask if you got a smoke for her. Every new day here means 100 new arrivals, but only half these gonks will survive a year, and that's if it's a good one.
There's actually a really cool character that you get to eventually that has like half his face blown off and it's all digital inside. It's fucking cool. Cyberpunk. Get them cyberpunks.
If you don't get a bullet to the brain first.
Yeah, we'll see. That's what I was talking about. When it gets to that point where I'm trying to talk and the game's like bring it down all the way like that. Yeah, what I was saying was that there's an enemy you get to, or one of the boss battles or something you get to where his like face is chewed out somehow, like blown up or something, and it's just kind of like glowing and shit, and it looks really fucking cool. Oh, here we go. So okay, so this is a tutorial. I'm gonna do this just because it's like I don't remember what the fuck the buttons are and shit, but it's pretty easy to get through.
Speaking of which, got you a little something. Militech training shard. In case you need to brush up on your dance moves. Down for some target practice in VR?
I don't think I've ever.
Military. Jack, we're talking classified military.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
How did you get it?
T-Bug. And our girl made a couple adjustments.
Why? Thinks she knows better?
Nah. Said it didn't suit her, style. You'll see what I mean.
Sure. Why the hell not?
So in the world of Cyberpunk, you just stick chips in your head. That's the kind of future I want to live in.
Let's begin with
being sarcastic, of course.
This session will be recorded for subsequent evaluation. This course is designed to reinforce your fundamental combat abilities and the skill I will train because at military.
But they clearly... Now, hope you're ready to bust ass through this fascist playground.
There we go.
Let's blast through a tactical target practice program. You know, a little warm-up.
Oh, pick up a weapon? Sure. Whoa, that aiming is actually...
Yeah, I didn't think you'd find that too tough. What do you say we crank it up a notch?
Yeah, see, there's a weird floatiness to it. But also that's a little too sensitive. Bring that down a little. Where is it? Where is it? Controls. There it is. I forget they They overdo this control. Okay, so vertical. Let's do by 2. Let's do 4. And 6. See what that feels like.
Realistic if the target's packing iron.
Feels pretty slow, but at least it's not all over the place.
Quit standing around and take cover.
Yeah, at least that's not
You took a hit. Use a
super
reanimator to
crazy.
patch yourself up. Head to the training area when you're good to go. Oh, look. Brought some chooms with him this time. You know what to do.
Still a little jank. Some potential for jank there. There we go.
Dream work, V. Stand on the platform and we'll move on. Hacking's the next item on the menu.
These were the things I never really fully understood. Okay.
This training module will teach you how to apply technological tools to combat. Work a little hack magic on the screen to distract the guard. Corpo trash. Style over substance. Good. Now take him out quietly. All right, all yours. Take him out.
Kill him.
Never smart to leave behind any trace of your handiwork. Especially the dead kind. Now pick up the body and hide it somewhere.
Ugh, yeah, see moments like that, as subtle as that was, kind of makes me motion sick a little bit.
Okay. Now try to take him down in one slick move. Think you're ready to try hacking some gonks in real time? Have fun.
Oh, right, okay.
Now, detonate the grenade.
Beats the shit out of me, man. It's some kind of mini game that pops up a lot, which is basically just follow the numbers, and there's a number on the right side, but eventually you get to the point where there's like three rows of them, and the harder or the longer the code is, the more of a reward you get for it. So you get more like credits, or you get more health, or whatever the hell. And the way the numbers are is like it goes horizontal first and then vertical. So you basically say, for example, you want the long one and it's like 55, 10, 15, 25. Then you have to go, you choose the first number, which is going to be 55. And then you have to make sure that, say, for example, the next number in that long number is 10. There has to be a 10 underneath, because once you activate that horizontal row, it's going to go vertical, and then you just kind of have to follow the pattern. It's kind of hard to, I guess, explain if you don't really understand it, because it took me a while to get it, but when you actually start to do it and you see it, this is why I was talking about where I was going to do the tutorial again, because there's stuff like that I just needed a refresher on.
In true Militech fashion. Not too shabby. Militech's algorithms put you on a decent run. Got additional modules if you want to hone any other skills. Or you finish up.
There's also like a mini boxing game.
Give you any hints or second chances.
If I remember correctly, and yeah, so obviously you want to do stealth. Fall asleep, man. That's kind of the point. I'm gonna go to bed here in a bit too. That's why I decided to play this real quick, because I'm only gonna play for about an hour, and I've got like 46 minutes in. So I'll be heading to bed here soon. Tag all the guards, of course. Yeah, R3. Okay, right. It's a subtle little thing there. Okay. Forgot how to, there it is. Alright, so here you want to get through without those guys noticing you, so go right.
Find cover, quick. Nice. Now,
let that guy cool down.
The exit. Stay out of sight. Nova, well done. On to the next area.
Keep an eye out for security systems such as turrets, surveillance cameras, which can trigger alarms to alert enemies to your position.
Now the same thing, only with the camera.
Okay. Okay. Never really noticed.
Back to your training, recruit.
Camera. Oh no, okay. I thought the camera, there's a little icon in the map that looks like it's showing the camera facing another way, but it's actually not. So you just got to read these red lines here. Okay. Whoa. A little premature there. Go. Counts. There we go.
Just all right. Some advanced combat techniques for dessert.
Okay, so yeah, this is the last one, and this is one where it's like you just gotta punch. See ya, man. Have a good one.
Dirty and close quarter combat. Take them down, but careful.
This is what I liked about this. It's a punch in and stuff. Double tap to dodge. Cool.
Okay, that'll do. Now maybe we find someone closer to your weight class.
Okay. I think dodging does too.
Let's bump things up from easy to normal. This next fool can block your attacks. Dull bit coming up now. Blocking blows instead of dealing.
What you got, punk? What you got? Okay.
Now this fool loses his footing every time he swings. Use that. Get in there and land a counterpunch.
Damn it. I did it last time. There we go.
I like that. V, want to see this fool punch in air next. Don't let him land anything.
Okay.
You've done well in mastering the way of the fool, young apprentice. I can teach. Let's move on to melee weapons. Grab a sword.
Oh, damn. I don't think, well, the melee's okay. I mean, it's not.
Good. Now show me what you've learned.
Okay. Oh, shit. I didn't think I was gonna be... I didn't think they were just gonna throw me into the fucking room with a dude with guns.
Good stuff.
Oh, that's pretty intense.
Already. Hop on the...
Alright, so yeah, we'll get through this mission here. And then we'll call it.
So, not bad, huh? Now we can get down to biz.
Will Kako give you any tips and tricks for the job?
I'm gonna put the volume up a bit here.
Do what I pay you for. It's easy work. Yeah.
There we go.
Let's do this.
I don't remember exactly what happens in this. I do. That's right. This is the mission where.
Elevator. This way.
Right. This is a mission where you end with the finding the dead body or something, and you take it out, and then they come pick it up. There's stuff in here. Oh, there's a camera, or not a camera, a flashlight or something. Can't remember. T-Bug.
Sandra Dorset. Target's biomon went mute a couple hours back. Suspected abduction. Target could have possibly flatlined already. Not sure you're in time.
We're in time, Bug. We. Sure you're on phones, but that don't make you any less part of this squad.
Squad. Charming.
Bug, could at least try to be nice.
You want nice, supportive? Call a damn helpline.
Oh, this definitely looks better.
37.
It's for sure.
Target should be inside, but I got 0 eyes on her biomon. Fingers crossed it's not too late.
Is that you?
Ugh, I hate this life or death shit. Hurry. Try hacking the door. Think you can trip it on your own, V?
No profile. Your movie.
Sorry, Jackie, just picking up some shit.
Are we fucking late? Is that her? Is that our target?
Sandra Dorset's protected. This one's packing black market Zeta Tech repros. Typical back alley fix-ups. Not our lucky gal. Let's keep looking.
All right, let's see. Some health. Sure.
Hey, mira. Eyes up. Pendejos ahead. Trouble quietly. Nice. Couldn't have done that better myself.
That's right. Like I said, I haven't played this in a while, but I do remember I got to the point where you actually do meet Johnny Silverhands or whatever the fuck. And yeah, I got that far for sure. So it was a
More bodies incoming. They're almost
pretty
starting.
considerable amount.
Fuck these Reapers. Oh yeah, V, you're coming. Wait for your chance. Pick the prick off.
These grenades. Oh yeah. We haven't even had a grenade tutorial. All right, let's toss one.
That all you got?
All right, so that frame rate is a ton better than it was in the other one.
No way, not me.
That aiming though, Jesus, leaves something to desire. There's another gun here somewhere. There it is. Oh, can I not equip that yet?
Who's ready to party? Hey, V, head down!
У меня для тебя подарочек. Соберись, а то все подохнем. Мочи!
we go.
Aim first, then blast them.
We got options here. Fuck, you got eyes on this shithole? Anything?
Room he's in looks out on the balcony. Got a window on the left. Give me 2 seconds to creep the line.
Head down! Okay, V. Flank him and cross.
Don't see any movement on the sensors. Looks like you got him. Clear to go.
Shit, where the hell's our target?
Look around. Gotta be there somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, the body's in that back room. I'm just looking for stuff. This is one of those things in these types of games that gets overwhelming, is just having to search everywhere and everything that you've dropped. And then selling all this stuff, crafting stuff. Then since I have this big ass fucking weapon, which I could drop. I wanted to use it and see what it felt like. Alright, let's get this. And then you could read through all these like emails and stuff that you find too, but I've not. I mean, I guess maybe if you're super into the story,
Jesus,
you can do that.
Christ. Think I got
Harvest
her. Got our
harvest their
target.
organs.
We make it? She alive?
About to find out.
That's what happens.
Jack into her biomod. Need to know what we're dealing with.
This
She's
does
in a
not
tub
look
ice,
good.
crammed in with another. Fuck. Like slabs of meat.
Keep it together, V. If she survives, she won't remember a thing. Tiny scar on the subconscious, that's all.
Heard people who live through shit like this get panic attacks without ever knowing why. You'll be sipping a glass of ice cold water and suddenly your hand's shaking.
V, Jack into her biomod. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Jacking in. Sandra Dorset, NC 570442. Trauma Team Platinum.
Platinum? Shit. Trauma should have swooped in if she sneezed.
Guessing they jammed the transmitter, Sig. Looking at a hacked biomod, firmware reconfig, or a neurovirus.
They're stealing parts.
What do I see at this place? This is tubs, ice, hooks, cleavers.
Scott Muncher's hack, huh? Got an idea. Check her neural cord. Find a shard? Yeah, pull it. That'll be what's muting the biomod.
Is that even safe? Can't we just get her out of here?
We found her still breathing.
Falling down there.
We need that biomod working, checking for hemorrhages, whatever. Find that shard and yank it.
Found the shard. We're moving now.
Check the biomod. Anything change?
Greetings, Sandra. If you are conscious, assume recovery position now. An emergency evacuation unit has been dispatched and is due to arrive at your location in 180 seconds.
Biomon claims trauma will be here in 3 minutes.
Your premium plan will cover 90% of the projected costs of your rescue and treatment.
Ay, pobrecita. Let's get her off that ice.
Oh, fuck!
She's flatlining.
B, need to know what's going on.
Jackie, air hypo! Fuck, this is bad!
Catch, Chica!
It's kind of cool that the idea of like a in the future kind of thing,
Oh shit, it worked!
you know, people are doing all these mods to themselves, but that you would have like some kind of like a progressive company, you know, like insurance company or whatever.
Get her out.
This guy's still alive? As soon as you like cough or whatever, they'll just come pick you up. Especially during the times we're in now.
Landing. Stand clear. Initiating security protocol. Stop.
Oh wow, you can even just kind of skip through this.
Stop in the doorway.
There? More? Well, what the hell, man?
Stop in the... Place the patient on the ground. Five steps back. Now.
TT-133 to control. Patient NC570442 secured. Stimulants being administered. 70 milligrams dopamine, 110 norepinephrine, 800 fibrinogen.
The detail in the fucking city, though, man. Jesus, to be the dudes who had to fucking put that together, that's intense.
Let's get out of here. Elevator gets us to the garage direct.
Good work. Shit show's over. Cutting my wires now. See you in the near future.
Listen, Chica, I got this thing. Mind if I borrow your wheels?
Huh.
I got a date with Misty, but I can't take the metro. How's it gonna look for me?
Won't leave you hanging, Jack. But don't get used to it.
Saving my ass, V. Thank you. How about I drive you home, huh?
She's all yours. I'm beat as it is.
I forget where the save is, or if it does allows you to do scum filing or scum saving. Your phone. What's it doing?
V, how did
Oh, that is doing audio out of here.
is alive and well?
Relatively well. Trauma team took her off our hands. She'll recover.
Splendid. Your payment awaits you. Ready to come and grab whenever you like, even right away. But I guess home is the only place you wish to be now. The NCPD has surrounded Watson. The district is closed. If you're to make it past the cordon, you must move fast.
Thanks for the heads up. Swing by to see you later. Word's out the NCPD is gonna put Watson on lockdown. If I'm gonna sleep in my own bed tonight, we better put in fifth.
Leave it to me, Chica. I'm driving.
Alright, let me go ahead and stop it there. I think I can just save from here. There's no save, but I think that would have... Yeah, manual save. Okay. So do it from here. And yeah, that was cool. Like, it does play a lot better. It's, I mean, you know, obviously the aiming, but that's just controller stuff. But I didn't see any frame rate issues whatsoever there. So it seems like they did fully optimize that. I haven't even tried the ray tracing mode because I'd prefer to play in 60 than 30. But I might give it a shot because, like, some of that camera movement makes me camera sick or like motion sick when it's that smooth. But anyway, all right, folks, thanks for stopping by. That was Cyberpunk 2077 patch 1.5 for the next gen systems. That was fun. See you guys on the flip.